And we are live. Thank you, everybody, for watching this. Why, I don't know why you might. We're just recording some, re-recording some Daily Dose episodes. We had some really good answers and really good episodes yesterday, or the day before yesterday.
We sure did.
Whenever the heck we did them. And then we went and found out. We went to go polish them up, and there was some serious sound issues, like the battery was dying. Or something. And so we are back here again, and I have to try to recreate near perfection. Why'd you look at me like that? See, we need to put you on camera so you can see you when you look at me like that. So then you can tell when you look at me with either the face of astonishment or what the hell are you talking about? You freaking nutball. You know, we get both of those. Okay. All right, so what do we have today?
What if you are broken? We have
excuse me.
151. What if you are broken?
Mm-hmm.
And 152. What qualities should someone be looking for in a partner?
Well, if you drink 151, you will be broken. This is true.
And 153. How does one let go of hurt and betrayal? 154. What is the most astonishing act that a person can do for you?
So we've got 4 to do.
155. Is it normal to talk to yourself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Man, I was in a better mood for these the other day. All right. Touch is life. What are we going to do about it? Not much we can do about it. We will manage. All right. What if you're broken?
What if you are broken?
Well, we might as well start with the. I'm just doing one thing here. I'm sharing this to our MeWe page. Of course, assuming that it works. How am I? There it goes. Why won't it go to my? I got way too many. My poor computer. I just use this thing. It is not working. There it goes. Some of these alternative social media sites, I don't want to say struggling under the weight of their new members, but they're struggling under the weight of their new members. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's because they weren't, they grow slowly, and all of a sudden, because of all the social media nonsense and everybody's scattering, even though they all haven't left the major platforms yet, they're all starting to build presences on other platforms. And so these other platforms are having growing pains, technological growing pains, so to speak. Anyway, I suppose that's a cultural thing we could talk about, but no one wants to hear that. I don't. So I got enough. We do this so I don't have to listen to that all the time. I get to spend some time dedicated to spreading love, not just liberty. All right. And I'm really just killing time while my computer over here loads up the anchor thing. The anchor page is being really slow.
Oh.
No, it's the combination. My guess is the internet's slow because of the bad weather. we're streaming plus the Anchor thing. So there's a bunch of different things playing out. All right, let's rear panel. Okay, okay, so what is it again? We've got broken.
We've got what if you're broken?
Uh-huh.
What qualities should someone be looking for in a partner?
Uh-huh.
How does one let go of hurt and betrayal?
Uh-huh.
What is the most astonishing act that a person can do for you?
Okay.
And number 155, is it normal to talk to yourself?
Wow, seems like a lot. Okay. Okay, that was a sound check, by the way.
You did what?
Well, I needed a long sound check to make sure the sound is working. So
Yes.
so I cheated.
Made me wear those things all over again.
It's all right. I'm trying to get into the head space of it. So what is it again? We've got broken.
We've got what if you're broken?
Uh-huh.
What qualities should someone be looking for in a partner?
Uh-huh.
How does one let go of hurt and betrayal?
And we left the mic on, by the way.
What is the most astonishing act that a person
I turned
can
it off
do
this
for
afternoon.
you?
Okay.
And number 155, is it normal to talk to yourself?
That seems like a lot. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Okay. What if you're broken? Can I listen to the one we had?
Yes.
Okay, Levy. What do we have today?
What if you are broken?
Most of us have spent at least part of our lives in a state where we didn't function properly, where we didn't interpret life the right way we felt like. Our lives were completely shattered apart. And when you're broken, those are fertile. Those
Okay.
aren't everyday tasks.
All right, I'll get back there. Let's hope. We'll hope for the best. I was in a better headspace for it the other day. But this is where we check my professionalism.
I was just thinking professional.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, this is as much an emotional thing as a professional thing.
I know.
It's not like me being able to do my TV show half asleep, which I can do now. I can host my TV show half asleep. I just let the other guys do the talking and interrupt them when I need to. You can do that.
I don't think I'd broadcast that.
Well, but I can get away with it in the TV show because my job is host. My job isn't to actually express myself in my TV show. My job is to host. It's to direct the conversation. And so I don't have to be on point. It's my show. I get to do what I want, host privileges and all that. It's my show. I do what I want. Okay, ready?
Ready.
All right. Okay, Lemmy. What are we doing today?
What if you are broken?
Most of us have spent at least some part of our life, if not multiple times, where we don't function properly, where we interpret the world wrong, where the foundations of our lives are no longer what we thought they were, or when we finally realize that they didn't work, you come to the realization that they didn't work, and you look around at yourself and what you've created, and it's a disaster, or you need rescue. And the reality is, while you can have people to help you along that journey, you have to rescue yourself. There is no easy path from being broken. But the question is, what else are you going to do? If you're broken, it just means you have work to do. And it's not a flippant answer. It's not easy. It's not like you can just pick it up one day and be better the next. You have shattered pieces of yourself scattered amongst the winds, and you have to go decide which ones to chase after and put back together, which ones to let fly. And that's not always an easy decision. Sometimes you grab the wrong pieces. You don't know it till later on. And there's no easy answer except to decide to do it. You have to decide that, yes, I'm broken. Yes, what happened to me was maybe not even my fault. You know, the world could have completely fallen apart and you could have done everything right. But yet, you're broken. And it's not fair, but it is life. What you make out of life, what you make out of yourself, is not your low points. It's that you were able to stand up from your low points. You were able to piece yourself back together as best you can and carry on. The world is full of broken people, and yet it works. The lights come on. There's gas at the gas station. There's doctors at the hospital. Most doctors have had their own journeys in life. You know, you have broken doctors and broken nurses putting back together broken people. A lot of the janitors and the support staff at hospitals were once broken people. They deliberately go out and look for these kinds of people to bring in, to help unbreak them. The world is full of unbroken people. You can do it. It's inside of you. But what do you do if you're broken? You have to make that decision to piece yourself back together. You have to ultimately get to the place where you decide you love yourself enough to try. And one day, you'll find yourself in a place you could never imagine you would have been. You'll look around and you'll look back and you'll see, 10 years ago, I could have never imagined this place. What a beautiful journey. And it all starts with loving yourself. And that is your daily dose of love. How's that one?
I like that one better.
Okay, sweet. Good, because we're gonna have to put that one to music and do it, because that's tonight's.
Yeah.
151. Broken. All right, so what do we want to it?
What did we do last time?
Did we do? Was it?
We did a beat.
No, it was either melancholy or dramatic.
I think that was it, wasn't it?
I don't know.
What are we doing today?
What if you are broken?
It works.
That at least some part of our life, if not multiple times, where we don't function properly, where we interpret the world wrong, well, the foundations of our lives are no longer what we thought they were.
Because I think we actually use this one.
Okay, Lenny, what are we doing today?
What if you are broken?
most of us have spent at least some part of our life, if not multiple times, where we don't function properly, where we interpret the world wrong, the foundations of our lives are no longer what we.
I think we all want that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's tonight. All right. So let's do the next one while that's processing.
Okay. What qualities should someone be looking for in a partner? And this is where I chimed in.
Is this the one where we asked you, or did we have a conversation?
We had a conversation.
Okay. All right.
And you said, what about you, Levy? You know, and then I chimed in.
All right. Well, probably won't go that way because I'm in a different mood. But I think what we were doing. Okay. I hate this fact that sometimes and I can never know. Sometimes it comes out better when I think I'm in the wrong mood for it because I'm thinking clearer. So anyway, who knows? All right, ready?
Ready?
What is it again?
What qualities
we were
should someone be looking for in a partner?
Okay, it's just trying to figure out the way to enter it. Okay, my love, what do we have today?
What qualities should someone be looking for in a partner?
Well, that's a unique question. I don't think there's a single answer. We're all looking for different things. We all have different personality types, and we all have different wants, needs, and desires. And what you're looking for is someone that matches. And it doesn't necessarily mean wants the same thing. Sometimes you need a polar opposite. If you're a type A personality, a go-getter, and you want to work 12, 16 hours a day for long periods of time, but still have a family, you need a partner who's a caretaker, who's a homemaker, who takes care of the family, and they view that as their role in life, and that's where they get their value in life. So, they each need each other. The homemaker needs that type A aggressive go-getter personality in order so they can be who they want to be, and that type A person needs the homemaker, the caretaker. So, and they allow each other to be who they truly are. And so the trick is to find out what you need as an individual. And so the question is, my love, what is it you look for?
Well, I was single for 10 years and I prayed for someone who was kind. I didn't care what he looked like. I didn't care what he did. I didn't care anything else. Just kindness. That's all I prayed for. And that is what I got. You are one of the kindest men I've ever met in my life.
And
You're the kindest man I know.
Well, what I needed out of life was understanding, acceptance. Someone that I could know that would accept my quirks, accept my journey through the anxiety disorder and becoming whatever the heck it is we're on this journey becoming. I still don't know where I'm going to end up. I've kind of given up on the outcome. I just gonna put in.
You grow and change in amazing ways, my honey.
And so I needed someone who could accept that, who could kind of surrender the outcome, who could accept my qualities and just kind of surrender the outcome. And, I found that. And how do you look for that? How do you know what that is? Because oftentimes we are fooled. We are fooled by superficial desires, things that over time go away. Preferences for a body type, preferences for sharing a hobby. Those things go away because we evolve as people. What doesn't go away is fundamentally who you are. And fundamentally having personality types that complement each other. Sometimes that means mirroring each other, being the polar opposite. Sometimes that means walking hand in hand. And it's an entirely relationship dependent answer. The only right answer is yours, the one that gives you the most love. And that is your daily dose of love.
Okay, I think that was a better one too. I think these are actually coming out better.
All right. Maybe I need to be in a grumpy mood. Well, I'm not exactly grumpy, so I suppose.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay, we're 40% done.
Yes. Oh, what was that one? 152? Oh, I've got a post-it thing. 152. What was the name of it again?
152.
Yeah, I forget.
What are some qualities you should be looking for in a partner?
Partner quality. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got to make an episode real quick. Save episode. Oops, it's not what I wanted. There's my copy of Trello. There we go. Oh my God. 51. Copy. Okay. Publish now. Good enough. Let me hit the Twitter. Twitter. Twitter did it, and Facebook did it, and then we'll tweet it. It's tweeted it, and it's Facebook did it. At least the basic ones. I'll go take care of the rest of it later. All right, as soon as it finishes. Come on. You can finish. There you go. All right. Yes. Okay, what do we got?
How does one let go of hurt and betrayal?
Wait, is one of these the ones I couldn't answer?
No.
Okay.
You answered all of these.
All right. There was one of those where I didn't have an answer.
No.
Okay. Hey, if I have an answer, I have an answer. We'll see what happens because it'll happen again. The same exact thing will happen. Is we'll start and yeah, I won't be able to have. I won't have nothing. So, you ready?
Ready.
Betrayal. Okay, Lovey. What do we have today?
How does one let go of hurt and betrayal?
Oh, there is no easy answer for that one because sometimes you can't. And so the first question becomes, is it possible? Now, if you love somebody, you can actually understand and come forgive and move on. really can't. And you try to, you're just going to hurt yourself. And you're just going to hurt everybody involved. So you don't want to cause more pain for yourself. So truly understand if you can truly commit to trying to do it. Have to make the genuine commitment to the effort to find a way through it. And there is no silver bullets. There is no 10-step programs. There are no self-help books that we can give you. Say, here's what you do. And if you complete these 10, 12 steps, you guys come at the end, you'll be a better couple. There's no guarantees. And what works for one group of people, what works for one couple may not work for you. And so whether it's couples counseling or whether it's a short-term separation to get your heads on straight and come back to the relationship from a stronger place, or whether it's you just kind of power through for a little while everybody kind of gets their family and everything situated back to a place where you can actually start having real conversations again. Sometimes you need time to let emotions cool, and depending upon the level of hurt and the level of pain, it can take time. But the only way to get through it is with love. You have to find a way to love yourself enough to forgive and find your enough love in your heart to understand what went wrong with your partner. Because sometimes these things are more complicated. These issues go back to childhood, and you may have to sit down and have some long, difficult conversations to find out what really went wrong. And that requires lots and lots of love. And that's the only way through it. And that is your daily dose of love. That one could have gone on for another minute because I'd forgotten that whole part at the end. Anyway.
You're hitting out of the ballpark, babe.
That one's a 10-minute. We might want to put that for a talk tonight.
Okay, 2 more to do.
Okay. 153.
Yes.
What was it?
Letting go of hurt and betrayal.
I forgot what we were talking about on that last one. It's a good thing I stayed in the thing. I think I forgot.
You did well. You did really well.
I think I forgot what the topic was. Hey, I'm a professional. We muddled through. So there. All right. So what we got next?
Okay, next to last one. What is the most astonishing act that a person can do for you? And we talked a little bit about when we were first dating. How you ignored me on our first date.
I did not ignore you on the first date.
Hmm?
I did not ignore you. I don't know how we got there, so I don't know if we're going to get there again.
I don't know how we got there either.
So, but this is what happens when we do unscripted things. You're never going to get the same thing twice, which is the beauty of it all. to be honest. We could do it tighter, but there's a beauty in it, and its
Yes.
imperfections. There's a realness. I think, they're not massaged within an inch of their lives. I could do it. I know how. I was a politician. I can massage a statement to save your life. I know how to do it. It was gross. I hated it. But as my mother said, I have a folksy way of writing, and it doesn't really work well in politics, so I had to do a lot of massaging. Because I write how I talk. And
Yes.
yeah. Anyway, okay. Uh-oh. That was stupid. I hit the button. All right, ready? What is it again?
Ready. What is the most astonishing act that a person can do for you? You said love last time.
Yeah, well, I know the answer. The answer was easy.
Okay.
The basic answer, it's explaining the answer is the trick. Okay. Oh yeah, I was always gonna give you the same basic answer. The meaning is gonna be the same. It's just I'm just gonna end up approaching it differently.
Approaching it differently, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Lubby. What do we have today?
What is the most astonishing act that a person can do for you?
Well, that's the easy one. They can love you. I mean, let's think about it for a second. Love is the most astonishing act I can think of. All the things in the world that have been done from love or for love. From Helen of Troy, started wars, destroyed cities, to the first actual telephone system invented was because somebody wanted to be able to contact his wife without her yelling across the house. It's an act of love. We have moved mountains. We have invented all kinds of creature comforts in life for love. The things people will do for people they love is amazing. You just have to think about it for a minute. There's actually so many explanations, so many examples that I can share that it's hard to choose. And love is a strange thing because it transcends understanding. We all sit here and we talk about love, and we all kind of have an understanding of what we mean. We know the difference between romantic love, the love between your life partner and yourself, the love between you and your children, the love of chocolate bars versus the love of playing sports, or the love of a good book, or the love of a good movie. We all understand that. It means the same thing, but different. And the most astonishing thing people can do is just love you without any predefinitions. They can accept you for who you are and your life's quirks and those things about you that maybe you don't particularly like yourself, but for whatever reasons, we call them the rose-colored glasses of love, other people find attractive, silly, amusing, part of the wonderful tapestry of you. And it's an amazing thing. And so if we ask ourselves, what is the most astonishing thing in the universe? It is love. And that, my love, is your daily dose of love.
Yay!
How's that one?
That was great. Another one. That was better than the first time, I'm telling you.
Well, no, we're not gonna be able to know because those first ones were unlistenable. They didn't have huge chunks taken out.
Okay, last one.
All right, what is this? 154.
Is it
Hold on, let me finish 154. 154, because I have to wait for it to finish processing before I can rename it. Okay, so what is it?
what astonishing act a person can do for you?
Okay. All right, what's this last one?
Is it normal to talk to yourself?
God, I hope so. That's my ask anytime. No matter you. God, I hope so. I'm in trouble. If we're not, if that's not normal, I'm in trouble. I'm in deep trouble. All right. Okay. What was it again?
Is it normal to talk to yourself?
All right, ready?
Ready?
Okay, Lubby. What do we have today?
Is it normal to talk to yourself?
Oh God, I hope so. Otherwise, I'm in trouble.
Me too.
I mean, even if the talking necessarily doesn't leave my head, it's an ongoing kind of conversation with myself. And I think that's the important part to understand is as long as the conversation is with yourself, then I think you're okay. Even if it kind of leaks out sometimes. Because I know it happens to me. Sometimes it'll leak out. I'll end up making hand gestures.
You do hand gestures, and I'm like, okay, what are you talking about to yourself over there?
And so that's where the hand gestures comes out, and that's where you're talking to yourself. There's an internal conversation, and as long as it's useful, as long as it's positive, as long as it's working through a problem, it's fine. I suppose it's the tone of the conversation, or if you're talking to more than one personality, you've got a different issue and you need different help. But that conversation that's just with yourself, as long as the conversation is productive or even amusing, which I suppose can be productive if you're telling yourself jokes, to kind of get through a bad day, that's productive. But if that internal conversation is negative or misdoom brain and it's detracting from your day, then that's when you have to figure out, how do I manage this conversation? And there's no easy answers to that. But the actual discussion, the concept of having that internal dialogue, it's nothing new. It's a concept that goes back, as far as we can think of it. You have the angel on one shoulder and you have the devil on the other. That's your internal conversation. That's just an artistic expression of your internal conversation. And so it's not a concept that we are just discussing, in the modern sense. It's a conversation that's been around for probably before writing. There's very little that is actually new under the sun. We just have different tools. We just transfer knowledge faster. We're no smarter than our ancestors. We just have better tools, more knowledge. We stand on their shoulders. And that internal conversation helped them survive. And it helps us move forward, not just in our lives, but society. You want to bet that the Wright brothers weren't having internal conversations with themselves about trying to figure out how to make a plane fly? Or Alexander Graham Bell, or any of the great thinkers of the past, Plato, Socrates, I guarantee you they talk to themselves. There's no better sounding board than yourself. You can't be prepared to put something out into the world until you've worked through it yourself. And that happens with an internal conversation. So it's okay. Just means you're thinking and that you love yourself. And that is your daily dose of. That was a little long.
It was. I wondered about that.
It was 4:06, but it's all good. You can't hit them all out the park. I forgot where I was going with it. Okay. All right. And I think that is it.
Yep, that's it.
So that's 155. I'm not talking
Talk
to
to
you.
yourself.
To yourself. Not just tisking for yourself. Tisking. TSLKING. Don't know what I was trying to spell there. All right. Well, it looks like we are done and out of here. We will see we hope to see, what the hell just happened? Oh, sorry. I don't know. My browser flipped out on me for a second. We hope to see you on Saturday night at 11 p.m. here on Facebook or YouTube or whichever social media channel you happen to find us at. You can always find our daily doses at our podcast page, anchor.fm/late night love, or your favorite podcast service. If you can't find it on your favorite podcast service, let me know and I will get us signed up onto it because I'm sure I missed a couple. There's like 1,000 of them. And from me and Lovey, we want to thank you for taking the time with us. And please remember to love everybody. And good night.